Brett is a student who's been here for about 9 months now, and he spent almost the whole time up on the ridge in the primitive camp. And finally we have some winter, and today he's going to do one of the challenges that I like to put in front of long-term students that are here at Rewild U. And the challenge is to go through the ice. He's not going to be able to do a self-rescue today because the ice is just, it's too thick. So I cut a hole with a hatchet, and he's going to just let himself in, get wet, over his head, whole thing, climb out, and then he has a plastic bag with a flint and steel kit. He's going to try to start a fire after coming out of the water. And the purpose of this exercise is to allow us to find out what it's like to function in the first, just touches of hypothermia. Our hands aren't working really well, so trying to figure out, how we accomplish this goal as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible with our tools, our hands, our natural tools, slowly failing us. And let's see how it goes. Nice. What are you feeling?
My hands are colder than my body. Although I am pretty cold.
Yeah? Does the cold shock seem to be leaving? Are you still feeling that? You felt a little burst of it, but not much.
I can breathe easily now.
Okay.
Tell me when I can get out.
Totally your call. If you feel like you're not hyperventilating anymore, you're not in cold shock, you're good. So.
Okay. Okay.
All right, fire. Feel your feet?
Huh?
How your feet feel?
My toes are, just the tips of them are a little stingy, but
Okay.
my feet overall don't feel bad.
Okay.
Okay, let's get this started. do it this way.
Nice. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
We're just gonna skip a lot of the intermediary stuff and just get a huge tinder funnel going. And we'll just put all this stuff on top.
Wow, look at that.
I don't know if these sticks are gonna be dry enough to take that off. I'm a little worried. My toes are starting to get a little
Okay.
spiky.
So you can get that wood burning. You can warm them up over that fire a little bit.
Guess I don't want to drip on my fire. Oh, your fingers can still do that, huh? Almost. Get a nice big chunk. Right on my eyeball. Oh, there we go. lost it. Like this grass is a bit wetter than the last one.
Feet check in?
Pretty cold.
Okay.
I'll give this another shot. I'm almost out of char cloth.
Tried it out with those first two. Awesome.
I just wish that I could grab the sticks.
I think you got it.
Yeah, at this point I think it's
Get those feet warming over there? Might be better off barefoot, huh?
possibly. I guess I keep forgetting that my fire's gonna get wet if I do that too much.
Right.
And there's a fire.
You did it.
That's what you wanted.
Awesome. That's great. Jeez. All right, I'm kind of cold, so maybe you can move over and I can warm myself up.
You're kind of cold, huh? Yeah, that's why I made this fire for you. I figured, I'm fine out here. I just hug some rocks and head on the bed, Well, I was actually, I felt like once I got out of the water, there was a brief period of time where I was a lot warmer than I expected to be in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just because, you kind of got a little bit of adrenaline, you've got to get to the fire. And so there was that period of time where I was actually, dexterous still, my feet felt fine. I was wet, but I wasn't in pain or anything. And I think if I had to redo that, I would have been more careful during that period and more like trying to make sure I'm going to get a good fire, because having to redo it a second time, especially after your first fire goes out, and then that's when your fingers start getting numb and your toes are starting to hurt, and now you have to do that whole thing again, except for now you have to make sure you get it working, or else there's not going to be a third time possibly. So yeah, I probably I knew that I could have gotten a bunch of intermediary 6 and stuff, but I guess I was more intent on trying to get a fire quickly than I was trying to make sure I get a fire.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And so I feel like there was enough time that I could have been more cautious. And
Yeah.
I might have, even benefited from being more, slowing down a little at that point and just saying let me make sure that I get this instead of I'm just going to throw some sticks on it. Like I was hoping I just had enough grass that it was going to be hot and then I'd get the sticks on fire. But they didn't, I didn't have enough grass first of all, and then it just, they go so fast that.
I was surprised how, that just flashed and was gone.
It was like, where did that was supposed to be the thing that caught these sticks on fire.
Thought it would have a little more lasting power.
Yeah, and there were a couple small sticks that I gathered in there. I was like, okay, those will catch, and then they'll get hot, and the other ones, I was hoping that there'd be sort of a bit of a progress there, but yeah, that's probably the main thing that I would change if I had to redo it. It's just, while you're still dexterous and while you're still capable of doing that sort of stuff, make sure you get a good fire. Don't try to rush it.
Just kind of, it's interesting advice because you have to go really fast in a way, and yet it's almost best to slow down at that time when it feels like you've got a rush.
Yeah, take your stock and take stock of the situation and, really make sure you make good decisions while you still can.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a point very soon after that where you stop making good decisions. And